War. A word we hear all the time, but rarely understand. In 1914, Europe was rich, proud, and powerful. But beneath the surface, fear, ambition, a tangle of fragile alliances. And then, one gunshot set the world on fire. June 28, 1914, Sarajevo. Archduke Franz Ferdinand, heir to the Austro-Hungarian throne, is assassinated by a young Serbian nationalist. One bullet, but the explosion that followed was political and global. Austria-Hungary declares war on Serbia. Russia mobilizes. Germany joins in. France steps up. Britain enters the war. In just days, Europe tumbles into a war no one can control. Alliances activate like dominoes. Central powers, Germany, Austria-Hungary, Ottoman Empire, Bulgaria. Allied powers, France, Britain, Russia, later joined by Italy and then the United States. Maps turn into battlefields. Borders become front lines. And the war spreads like wildfire across continents. On the Western Front, a deadly stalemate. Miles of trenches, barbed wire, mud and misery. Soldiers live, fight, and die in holes. On the Eastern Front, Russia bleeds. In the Middle East, the Ottomans fight from Syria to Gallipoli. Even the colonies are dragged in, from Africa to India. This isn't medieval warfare. This is the first fully industrial war. Tanks roll across battlefields. Airplanes drop bombs. Submarines sink civilian ships. Poison gas kills silently. Factories, propaganda, and economies all go to war. It's not just soldiers, it's nations at war. The United States joins the war. Why? German submarines sinking civilian ships. The infamous Zimmermann telegram, plotting against the US. With fresh troops, massive industry, and global power, America tilts the balance. For the Allies, it's hope. For Germany, the clock is ticking. Russia breaks. The Tsar is overthrown in the Bolshevik Revolution. Austria-Hungary begins to fall apart. The Ottoman Empire gasps its last breath. Inside Germany, protests, hunger, strikes. People are done with war. November 11th, 1918. The guns fall silent. 4 years. Over 16 million dead. The world is changed forever. In 1919, Germany is forced to sign the Treaty of Versailles. They lose land, money, pride. The economy collapses. The people feel betrayed. Peace? Maybe. But under the surface, the countdown to the next war begins. World War I was supposed to be the war to end all wars, but it didn't. 20 years later, the world burns again. Why? Because we forgot. Or maybe we refuse to learn. World War I shows us how fast everything can fall apart. One mistake, one alliance, one bullet, and the world changes. It reminds us, war doesn't start with tanks. It starts with pride, fear, and silence. History isn't just in books. It's a warning, written in blood. When the war ended, the world stood still. For just a moment, silence. Then the questions came. Was it worth it? Could it have been avoided? And, most importantly, will we let it happen again? This is the story.